This gentleman called and said he's John Shinsky. He's former alumni football player of Michigan State, and he was planning on doing a tour to Mexico and as a fundraiser for an orphanage.
John Shinsky was 8 years old when he arrived at the Parmadale Orphanage in Parma, Ohio. His father had recently died of a heart attack, and his mother was unable to care for him. He escaped the orphanage with help from foster parents and athletic ability. In 1969, Shinsky received a scholarship to play football at Michigan State University. He was a starter from his sophomore year and a co-captain as a senior. As injuries derailed his pro football career, Shinsky started giving back as a special education teacher. His experience at Parmadale never left him, as he kept thinking of ways to help children who find themselves in the same situation he was in.
I'm going to do something for kids like me in this orphanage. And I said, I'm going to build a home for kids. I don't know when I'm going to build it, I don't know where, but I'm going to do it.
In 2005, an opportunity came along to fulfill his dream, to help build an orphanage with his wife, Cindy.
I went down and visited the orphanage, and I sat down with the people, and I said to them, I said, what can I do to help you? And I thought they were going to say, we need food, we need clothing. They said, we need a new orphanage. And as soon as they said, we need a new orphanage, I knew right then that that was my calling. So in 2005, we broke ground in Matamoros, Mexico, and began building our own orphanage.
That orphanage is set to open in September 2009.
We plotted out 12 buildings with the intent of serving about 140 children. My whole intent behind this, and my wife's part of this too, Cindy, is that we want to equip these young people so that they can ultimately give back to children in need in the community. This is more about empowering them than enabling them.
Named the City of the Children, the orphanage will span 12 buildings and house up to 140 children. The work is not yet complete, however, and Shinsky is taking to the road to raise funds for its completion.
We have to do everything we can to get as much done for these children. It was our intent to do something substantial. We need to generate enough money to have this, to continue to build the orphanage and sustain it into the future. But we're going to give it everything we have, no matter what we have to do, to raise the money now while we can to support these children.
Along with former MSU teammates Joe DeLamielleure and Eljay Bowron, Shinsky will pedal by bicycle 2,000 miles from East Lansing, Michigan to the Mexican town, traveling through 6 states and spreading awareness along the way. Former MSU coach Dick Komar will provide mechanical assistance and coaching during the 18-day journey to Shinsky's Selfless project.
We wanted to do something to demonstrate our commitment to these children and show what it takes to be able to give to this project. I remember the MSU bike shop, and so I looked it up and I called it and I talked to Tim Potter, and he was just very excited about helping us.
So they both came in and spent, I think, a couple hours here. We just talked about all kinds of things.
They spent time after working hours to walk us through different kinds of things. I've got a great education from all of the bike riders.
And it'll just climb itself back.
We've done bike prep, setting them up on their bikes so they can ride comfortably, training them in things that can happen on the road, flat tires, broken spokes, changing wheels, changing wires and housing, just basic maintenance things. This is the largest thing I've been involved with. Awesome cause, and it was something that I really felt good about. So we decided to really go full gangbusters with it, with the shop, and putting our expertise and everything we have here behind them.
Well, I thought that the bike ride would do a couple of things for us. The first thing it would do, it would demonstrate our commitment to this project, and it would expose us nationally. So bicycle riding is something anybody can do. Old, young, etc. We want to demonstrate to people that you can do whatever you want and make the most of your life at whatever age. My mind and my heart is well prepared.
There's always a headwind, there's always a hill, and so if they can just keep their mindset on their goal, I don't think they'll have a problem.
Mentally, we're ready. We are ready. And I'll be able to tell you on May 12th, at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, how my body responded. This is really what Michigan State is about. We're caring people, we're giving people. I become part of a community carrying out the philosophy and the principles for which we stand for, and it just so happens to be, for me and my personal contribution, it's an orphanage, because I was an orphan and I'm going to give back as an orphan. My ultimate dream is to be able to give these kids an opportunity who don't have an opportunity. One of the greatest things that I would love to see before I leave this earth is I'd love to see some of those kids be able to come to Michigan State University.
For more information about the Shinsky Orphanage and how you can help or track the progress of John, Joe, and Eljay as they pedal to Mexico, visit orphanagefundraiser.com.